Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Once again, my name is Francis Ifacho, and I am an INFJ life coach, speaker, and a spiritual teacher. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like button and also feel free to subscribe as well. It helps out with the video algorithm. In this channel, I'll be speaking about spiritual topics and also sharing my own life experiences as well. And hopefully my messages get to inspire some people out there. If this video has found you, I believe it's not a coincidence. It's actually maybe meant to reach you at the right time. And hopefully if this message inspires you, please leave a comment in the comment section. And thank you for coming to my channel once again. So today's topic is going to be about spiritual awakening and the mortality of the soul. So spiritual awakening is a phrase that it seems as it's getting quite popular lately. There's been a lot of people talking about that in the news lately or on the internet. You may have heard about it before, or maybe not. If you've heard about it, great. I'd like to hear. If you can share drop experiences for me, that would be great. If you've not, I'm more than happy to share my thoughts about it and my own personal experience as well. So spiritual awakening, it refers to a process of deep transformation that someone undertakes, and it leads to this deeper level of awareness and consciousness. And this can happen at any point in time in one's life, and it's often triggered by certain things that could happen that could trigger the person to maybe start asking questions and trying to figure out what their purpose of life is. So, for example, someone might be undergoing through a hard time or a challenge or a major life event, or maybe like a near-death experience or a divorce or a very traumatic experience. And these things can actually cause somebody to undergo a spiritual awakening process. A spiritual awakening process. So when this happens, what typically happens is that person wakes up to a higher level of consciousness. So they're no longer thinking based from their entirely from the human perspective, but more from like a larger collective experience. And I would like to add that maybe some of us have heard this before or not, but we're not just our human body. We actually souls right here on earth at this time having a human experience. So the main you, your main identity is not your body, but the soul that resides within you. That is the true essence. That is your true essence. You have the soul's essence right here. Then you have the body, human body that we experience, that we inhabit, that has its own characteristics and its own set of behaviors. So when spiritual awakening happens, typically what happens is when the process starts, it can be quite disorienting. This is where everything you thought you knew about life, all of your perspectives, all of your ideas, all of the identities that you built for yourself, all just start crumbling and crashing. And it's called a tower moment. So the tower moment is when a tower just crumbles and crashes. And when it crashes, it allows space for your soul, because beneath the layer of your the layers of your ego that has been built over the years, beneath that layer is the soul's essence waiting to be recognized. And the ego is pretty much a collection of archetypes and behavioral patterns and identities that we build for ourselves growing up. So from being a child, the parents tell you that you're this or you're that. This is what we identify as. Okay, I'm from here. I'm from this family or from this state. I'm from this country. I ascribe to this religious belief, The society expects me to behave in this way or that way. So over time, these are layers of identities that we build that we build for ourselves, which is called the ego, and then we experience life or we act based on this set of identities that we build for ourselves, which is the ego. So when you're acting from that ego space, a lot of us, for the more until we experience that spiritual awakening, we tend to act from that ego identity. But your true essence is the soul that lies within you, that spark of light that lies within you that is unique. And there are no two souls that are alike. So what that means is that your soul is unique in that it has its own unique set of behaviors and characteristics different from another soul. So when the spiritual awakening starts to happen, this is when the layers for the most part, the layers of identities that have been formed are actually false. So when it starts to crumble, it can be quite disorienting for some people because now they're thinking, so all that I've known, all that I've built for myself, all that I thought life is all about is just crashing. So then who am I? And when this happens, I just want to say it's normal. It happened to me before. I went through that experience myself. I know how it feels like to be undergoing a spiritual awakening. It can be quite disorienting. It's normal. You don't have to fret about it. You don't have to um, maybe freak out about it. Just allow it to take its course. And after it's done, your life will never be the same again because you start to see life from a different perspective. Your view of life expands, and like I said earlier, you have a deeper level of consciousness and awareness about life in general. Because now the your real self being the soul, has been allowed to come forth and shine through um, and express itself. And then once that starts to happen, you start to realize that you start to build a whole new set of identity that is more genuine, more authentic, that resonates more with the soul self compared to the ego that we had been operating out of, that we thought that we were, but that was just like a false, that was like a mirage and not the real you. Um, and also, after this happens, you notice that your soul starts to grow much faster and evolve faster too, because now your soul is expressing itself. It's no longer being hidden under layers of false identities of the ego. And when it's allowed to express itself, you start to experience a tremendous and faster spiritual growth. So I already discussed things that can cause it to happen. For some people, it might happen maybe out of curiosity, or maybe people already have a natural interest in spirituality, and then when they start, their practices, and then they experience a spiritual awakening. For me, I had mine when I was 19, um, and I was just someone that was always very curious about. I had always been very interested in spirituality, and I had always been very curious. So I started to go deeper and deeper into it. And somewhere around 18 years and 19, I was about 18 years and maybe 7 months, 7 months old then, approximately 19 years old when I experienced my own awakening. And when it happened, life for me changed from then onwards. It was very disorienting for me at first because all the things that I thought that I was, the ego, the identities that I had built up for myself prior to that moment, um, all crumbled away. It was quite disorienting, and in some way, it did affect my studies because I was actually I was in I was in college at the time, and for that semester, my grades were impacted because it was disorienting, that moment of trying to figure out, okay, who am I indeed, who am I truly. And looking back now, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful for that moment because from that moment on, my life changed, and my life was never the same again. And there's this peace and contentment that comes with when you're awakened, knowing yourself, your true self. You are no longer controlled by societal expectations, knowing that if those expectations do not confirm with you, they do not confirm with your soul's essence, then you don't have to do it, and you just exist in this space of happiness and deep awareness and consciousness and bliss and peace, and it's quite a beautiful experience to have. Now, some questions do arise from, okay, so if you're saying that we're souls on the physical journey, then why are we here? So the soul, it's quite true that we are souls on the physical journey. The soul is immortal, and this brings us to the topic of the immortality of the soul, or life before birth. So everybody here on earth, you and I, and everybody you know, we all chose to come to earth at this time, right here, right now, to have a human experience. And as souls, the only way to have a human experience and to experience life on earth and to be able to experience its emotions, the weathers, the range of emotions, the weathers, the pleasures, the food, is to take on a human body. So the soul takes on a human body, and that's the only way. And a good example would be, say, for example, you wanted to go experience life on planet Mars. Now, let's assume there's a civilization out there. You would not be able to go to Mars with your human body, because the human body was made and designed by the Creator to survive on planet Earth. So you would need to take on a body that is native to planet Mars to be able to experience life on Mars and experience its range of emotions and behaviors and conditions and weather conditions over there, in a body that is suited to survive on that planet. So think about it like that. So the soul, your soul, my soul, is immortal. It existed prior to birth, and after all is said and done on here, it goes on to live. It keeps on living even after all is said and done. So never forget that you're not your body, you are your soul. The soul is a real you. That's the real essence. That's the main you, um, that is unique in its own way. And then that brings me to the next question. So if you come here on Earth, why are we here? What's the purpose of life on Earth? And the purpose, regardless, we all have unique purposes for being here. Everybody has a unique purpose, but all of our purposes can be summarized under one major purpose, being that we're all here to learn how to love. We're here to grow and to grow in love and to evolve in love. And what is that love? That love is unconditional love for God, for other human beings, for animals, for plants, for Mother Earth. Because love is the greatest force there is. There is no other love that exceeds. There's no other force that exceeds the power of love. Because it's only through love that we as a whole can grow and grow collectively, and also change the world in a very positive way. A single act of kindness that you show to a stranger or you show to somebody can generate a ripple effect. Let's say you put a smile on someone's face today, or you say a kind word to a stranger and you make their day. Now they're happy, and then they can turn around and maybe spread that happiness to somebody else, and then just like a ripple effect, that single act of kindness that started from you just spreads out and just keeps on going on and on and on. It becomes more and more of a ripple effect. So we are souls. We're here to learn to grow and evolve and play and have fun in love. And it's very important that we learn to love one another, because it's only through love that we can make the world a better place. And when we share love, and we show love to one another, to the Creator, to all sentient beings, now the world becomes a much more better place. But it's very important. So let us try every single day that we live our lives to show love. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It doesn't have to be something massive. Just a little act of kindness, kind word to a stranger, or making somebody's life, making somebody smile. Someone who may be having a bad day, making them smile, putting a smile on someone's face, helping out a stranger in need. This little acts of kindness can actually help make the world a better place. Um, yeah. So yeah, I've shared my own experiences about spiritual awakening. If you if you already had one, please I'm more than happy to hear your experience. If you can drop your experience in the comment section, that would be great. And if you have any other questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I'll respond to each and every one of them. And once again, if you're new here on this channel, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more new content. And it helps me out with the algorithm. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.